There are many places a petrolhead would prefer to spend their leisure time than at some of the world's top racing tracks, regardless of whether they have been fans of motorsports their entire lives or simply like the excitement of pushing the limits of their project cars on track days. On a consistent basis, we are given the opportunity, as a result of competitions in motorsports such as Formula One, to see some of the most spectacular automobile action that takes place on the most renowned racetracks in the world. There is no question that certain songs are more exciting and engaging than others, but we each have our personal preferences within the collection. Hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new video on the channel. Today we are going to talk about the top 10 unbelievable racing tracks around the world. Before we get started with the video, don't forget to smash the like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get started. Number 10. Interlagos. The Autódromo José Carlos Pace is the current host of the Brazilian Grand Prix and stages a variety of other racing events throughout the year. The Interlagos track was constructed in the 1940s, making it something of a relic from the past. Another famous track, this one features sweeping bends that change direction quickly and long straightaways that always lead to thrilling on-track action. It was also known by its former name, Interlagos, and it was the location of several iconic moments in Formula One racing, such as Ayrton Senna's maiden win on Brazilian soil in 1991 and Lewis Hamilton's late title victory in 2008. Number 9. Silverstone. The most famous race course in the United Kingdom is Silverstone, which is also known as the home of British motorsport. It is home to some of the most challenging turns in Formula One, such as the Copse and the Maggots-Beckett's complex. The Royal Air Force bomber station known as Rapid Action Force Silverstone, which first opened its doors in 1943, is located on the current site of the Silverstone racecourse. Even though the present layout is very different from the one that was there in the beginning, it is still considered one of the old-school circuits in the sport. The Federal Investigation Agency World Endurance Championship and the British Touring Car Championship both have their races at this busy and well-liked track in the United Kingdom. Number 8. Laguna Seca. Built in 1957, the Laguna Seca racecourse is a paved road racing track in the center of California that is used for both auto racing and motorcycle racing. The track also hosts other events. The California racecourse has a total of 11 curves, the most famous of which is called the Corkscrew Chicane. It is considered one of the most challenging turns in all of motorsports because of its steep approach, blind apex, and spectacular drop downward. The length of the race course is 2.238 miles, and there is an elevation change of 180 feet. Number 7. Mount Panorama. Mount Panorama Circuit is a motor racing track that can be found near Bathurst, New South Wales, Australia. The track is known for its breathtaking surroundings. It is frequently regarded as one of the most impressive racetracks in the whole wide world. Due to the fact that it takes place on public roadways, we call it a street track. It presents drivers with a difficult task thanks to its steep inclines, lengthy straightaways, and rapid turns. And it is also the location of the legendary Bathurst 12-hour and Bathurst 1000 races. The track features an unconventional layout by today's standards, with a vertical difference of 174 meters, 571 feet, between its highest and lowest points and slopes that are as steep as 16.13 in some places. Number 6. Monza. The Autodromo Nazionale Monza is one of the oldest venues on the Formula One calendar, yet it appears that the track's future may be in jeopardy at the moment. The ultra-fast track mostly consists of winding straightaways and chicanes that are somewhat narrow. The Italian Grand Prix is always a memorable event because of its distinctive track design and its packed grandstands full of fanatical fans, the majority of whom are Ferrari supporters. It is the third purpose-built motor racing circuit in the world, following the footsteps of Brooklands and Indianapolis, and it was constructed in 1922. The Formula One Italian Grand Prix is the most important event that takes place at the track. Since the beginning of the series, with the exception of 1980, the race has always been held at that location. The Monza circuit has been the scene of a large number of tragic incidents, particularly in the early years of the Formula One World Championship. As a result, the circuit has been responsible for the deaths of 52 drivers and 35 spectators. As a direct consequence of this, track modifications are constantly being made in order to increase spectator safety and decrease cornering speeds. Number 5. Circuit de Monaco. Since its introduction to the Formula One schedule in 1950, the street course that encompasses the Principality of Monaco has undergone very little change and continues to be a challenging one to master. There is no room for error on this circuit because it features a combination of tight hairpins, rapid corners like piscine, and bollards across the entire track. The circuit is used on an annual basis for the Formula One Monaco Grand Prix and either the Formula E Monaco Aprix during odd years, or the historic Grand Prix of Monaco during even years during the first 2 weekends in May. The Formula One Monaco Grand Prix is widely regarded as the sport's pinnacle event, and the circuit continues to be a fan favorite. Number 4. Circuit de la Sarthe. The 24 Hours of Le Mans is often considered to be the most prestigious and well-known race in all of motorsport. The first competition was held in 1923, and ever since 1949 has been a consistent part of the calendar for auto racing competitions. The Circuit de la Sarthe is a semi-permanent racetrack that features both private and public roads that are open for use throughout the majority of the year. At its current length of 13,626 km, it is one of the longest circuits in the world. This truly is an amazing and well-known racing circuit, as seen by the presence of well-known turns such as the Dunlop Curve, the S's, and the Porsche Curves. Number 3. Suzuka. Suzuka is home to the Japanese Grand Prix and is known for its sweeping turns and lightning-fast speeds. The most noteworthy feature of the track is the Figure 8 layout, which was designed as a test track for Honda in 1962 by the Dutchman John Hans Hugenholtz. In this configuration, the 1.2-kilometer back straight passes over the front section of the track by means of a flyover. Its Figure 8 layout makes it one of just 2 Federal Investigation Agency Grade 1 licensed tracks in the world. The other one is the Fiorano Circuit. It is home to the well-known 130R S curves and the Degner Curve, and it has been the setting for some genuinely amazing motorsport moments in the past, such as the crash that occurred between Ayrton Senna and Alain Prost at the chicane in 1989. Number 2. Spa-Francorchamps. The Spa-Francorchamps circuit, which is now known as the home of the Belgian Grand Prix for Formula One racing, held its inaugural Grand Prix in 1925 and has continued to host a Grand Prix annually since 1983. This enchanting course, which is located in the beautiful landscape of the Ardennes, has a long and illustrious history in both Formula One and motorsport. It is a favorite among both fans and drivers due to its breathtaking scenery, legendary turns like the Eau Rouge Raglan Complex and Pohon, and the fact that it always produces exciting racing. In addition, Spa plays host to a number of other internationally recognized competitions, such as the 24 Hours of Spa, the World Endurance Championship 6 Hours of Spa-Francorchamps, and the Spa 500. Number 1. Nürburgring Nordschleife. The word Nürburgring is instantly recognizable, even if you have no interest in auto racing. It's not just one of the world's longest racetracks, but also one of the most difficult ones. It is over 13 miles long and has more than 150 turns along its length. If you are courageous enough, you can get a ticket to the race and try your hand at driving it. It is challenging for even the world's best drivers to complete one circuit in less than 7 minutes in the world's fastest cars. Do you think you could complete one lap in less than 7 minutes if you tried? The well-known racetrack, which has been given the apt nickname Green Hell due to the fact that it contains every conceivable sort of turn, is widely regarded as a classic circuit and is deeply rooted in the history of motorsport. That's a wrap on the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, let me know by giving it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.